Hello, everyone. Welcome to Leoguidance time. If this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for being here. So today's pick card reading is going to be all about what are you bringing to the table. This includes any kind of relationships that is on your mind. If you would like to focus your intention on romantic relationships specifically, or friendships, or family, or any other type that is on your mind, you can just focus on that specific type of relationship, and then messages could come through more in alignment with that one. But I'm going to leave it open. I just would like to bring out these messages to bring out more self-awareness for us, because and most of the time automatically we might be focusing on the other person and their needs more, rather than actually what are we bringing to the table, rather than like just to focus on ourselves, and give that love to ourselves at times as well. And yes, without further ado, I have three different postcards. So this is going to be group number one, which says, "The moon made me do it." I love this one. And this is going to be group number two, and this is on the this side actually. This is from Cappadocia. And this is going to be group number three, which says that I give you my heart. So you can do your selection if you haven't already done it yet by pausing the video, or whichever way you feel called to do. But I'm going to see at your pile, and you can find the timestamps in the description box below. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Moon Made Me Do It postcard, then this is going to be your reading. Before I start with your reading, let me tell you what I heard with your meditation. It was like everything that I say, everything that you say is true. I feel like people have utmost respect for you, and especially they see you as someone whenever they are going through some kind of hard times or indecision, or basically need to get a very clear perspective upon any kind of struggles that they're going through. They know they can trust you. Also, I heard like analytical mind, precision. So at the same time, I feel like you are bringing that beautiful, like calm presence in your energy to the other people that they love to be around, basically. So if can you still see it somehow? If I can manage to put these cards around here, maybe. Can you? Just a little. Okay. I might actually, sorry for that one, but I might actually need that space till I have my cards. Okay. So let's start group number one. I will get two archetype cards. Two archetype cards for you about what are you bringing out to the table. What does group number one bring to the table, spirits? Ooh, we have servant. And one more. Light attribute says that delight in serving others with free and loving hearts. The shadow says that using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Somehow this gives me an energy of like you help people to see other perspectives, especially when it comes to practical matters. Like you might be an accountant, or maybe you were before, or you're good with the money management. But like there is something that maybe like there's this energy that you can see at what area the people around you might have been extending themselves more than they used, more than they should be, because it's taking out from their energy and any kind of resources, just like physical, energetic, emotional resources. And then if only they could have used it and invested in other manners, so there will be a more return on investment, if that makes sense. So you bring out different point of views to people, so that they could actually, if they choose to take that advice and put it into use, put it into an action, then they could see that difference in their life, like a beautiful transformation. You bring out that transformation. Plus, this calming energy that I was talking about. There's this beautiful, like a feminine energy presence with you, regardless of your gender, especially. I'm not necessarily seeing that you operate from feminine energy, but when you listen to people, when you are being there for them, whenever you're giving them advice, you are operating more of your feminine energy, and you love to basically help others from a genuine place without actually even like without actually expecting anything in return. We have child eternal. The light attribute says that a determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. The shadow says that inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. You might have been, I'm picking up a message that you might have a hard childhood, especially maybe there were too many ups and downs in your parental figures or any environment that you grew up with. And maybe like within those parental figures, there might have been a codependent patterns. You might have felt safe physically as well, and that could have been one of your biggest life lessons to actually learn and change in this lifetime about like that was the biggest catalyst for you to transform your life basically, like one of your soul contracts why you have reincarnated into this kind of like a family or family figures in your life, so that you can go through these experiences and you can teach the same thing, looking at the brighter side to the other people as well. You might have also actually quite physically active, and you're at that transition phase that I believe understanding the connection between mind, body, and spirit, but it is more of so that not like in a book sense understanding, because I believe that you already have this knowledge, but more than that, seeing it in the physical reality and seeing the proofs of the connectedness between mind, body, and spirit, like in terms of manifestation, for example, if that makes sense. And I determined that this card come in the upside down position, and I don't usually put so much attention with this deck to that. But it tells me that you are in this transition period right now. So whatever you are learning, whatever you are feeling called to and interested in, this is something that you're going to use to help others, whether it is through exercising, whether it is through reading some books and putting it into the use, into the knowledge that you know into the use, you learn into the use, whether this is understanding your patterns and trauma and helping others to understand theirs because you've been through theirs, so you can easily resonate with them. So they very much see you as a figure that they can trust, especially when they're going through a hard time. Like you are there at the good times, but maybe you resonate by being a little bit of an introvert, but they know that even if like you guys don't talk always, whenever they go through a hard time, they can always depend on you, regardless of how long ago you have basically spoken with. What else you bring out to the table, group number one? What else group number one brings to the table, Spirit? Oh my god, but this is too much. Okay, I will get one more. We have Faith. It's a beautiful number. This looks like Empress. And it's 31 as up to 4. You bring stability. They know that they can depend on you regardless of the circumstances. When people first meet with you, they know that you are the real deal. If you might be a mirror to others as well, so They know that if they are going to go with this friendship, if they're going to go with this romantic relationship, um, they have to they have to be all in as well. They have to be their authentic selves, because you are your authentic self. You are not going to accept anything less. You do not like pretentious people. You do not like to pretend, because it takes a lot of energy to present yourself as someone that you are not, that only drains you, it does not contribute it to you. You already learned it, you already tried it, and you just would like to share everything that you have learned with the others, that literally comes within you. This is one of your biggest life purposes. So what you bring out to the table is unconditionality. Unconditionality of the love you give, of the support you give, of your heart. But you don't give it to anyone just like that. They have to be deserving of it. You pick people, and spirit picks people for you too. You started to discern more and more who is there to stay and who is here only for a temporary amount of time, because they they have they need to learn something from you, or you need to learn something from them, or the both, basically. This is just like this is like a contract that you have made with each other before coming onto this world. I'm hearing that the ones that could stay with you are very lucky, and they are one of the chosen souls as well. Trust. Have I mentioned that this is 32 and adds up to 5? So you bring change into people's lives as well. The other thing that you're bringing out to the table. Um, I believe that you are drawn to those souls that are going through hard times in their lives, and they are drawn to you actually. But your perspective starts changing towards understanding things and looking at the things like that a little bit of a cliche said of like, things are not happening to me, they're happening for me. So when you start like embracing this perspective more and more, which I feel that you are already, or you are at the transition of doing this, you attract those souls in order to teach them what you already learned. They know that at the darkest times of theirs, they could always come and trust you, even if they are feeling like, they come into their, they get into their shells and don't want to talk with anyone, feel like there is no one that they can depend on. But there is you. There is you. Like, your presence is just like these ducks. Maybe there's a spiritual meaning of a dog, you can just check, but like, it's just like these dogs that, they are not doing anything, they're just sitting there and being a comfort for that person. I feel like you are that kind of like a presence. Just your presence comforts. Oof, way too many cards again. Wow. Spirit is very, very vocal. They love to basically talk through you and talk to you. So it's time to lead opulence. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. You are actually a beautiful leader. You are a natural leader, but then you don't want to show it off much. Like, you have this innate ability to lead very naturally. At the same time, you shine when you step into your leading position in life. You start shining, and but like, you do it with so grace. You don't fall into your ego. Like, people love it, and they cannot just put their finger on how the hell you're doing it. You're just creating something amazing there. Now, but at the top of your head, well, from the top of your head, and like, it's just like, that's an incredible idea. I haven't thought about that one, or I haven't thought about that perspective. Wow. And they are in awe of you when you are in your element and you shine, you glow. And one thing is that when I was channeling for the beginning as a meditation message, that whenever people feel indecisive, they can come to you to get some ideas, or you help them to give different perspectives. I feel like I'm like a parrot, keep saying the same thing, but this is resonating with this time to lead, because then you can take the lead, then you can show them the way, let's say, or show them different options. Okay, and we have Ubuntu, compassion for others. Exactly. It's just that compassion and trust and this like being authentic energy and with the loving heart, the unconditionality that you bring this amazing compassion. You are an empath, you are a light worker, and you are an empath, an earth angel. You might resonate as well. Like that compassion you have for the human race, basically, is developing more and more. Maybe you are having a hard time to love people, to understand them when you were younger, but when you start going through more and more hardships, your perspective starts changing towards your lessons. So now you have more of a compassion towards others because you can understand where they are coming from. It's not to condone what they are doing, it is just to subjectify the things so that you're not going to be taking it personally anymore, but you can actually would like to help them more from a very deep, genuine place from your heart. Amazing. And we have Evanor. And this is number one. You bring new beginnings. Make peace with your past. Isn't it like very much resonating with what I said? Like you might have been gone through hardships, and literally from those hardships you learn many, many things. And now you are combining everything you learn and putting it into practice for others to get advantage of, literally. This is your life purpose. That kind of turns into a life purpose reading, but okay. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. I might read that one as well. Like you have multiple soul contracts in this lifetime with multiple people group number one, and for each one of them, you are in the role of a guide. Like everything you've gone through, everything you're going to go through is literally from, can you see from this black and white dark gray side to the colorful part. So you have been coming from your past, you have been coming from a black and white or a gray area that you were not happy with, but now you have, I feel like you have already been transitioned into the brighter side of the life and you're already in the colorful part. If you're not feeling it, you are very soon going to start changing your perspective towards what's happening around you and to you or for you. So you are the guide for others, literally. So you are a spirit guide in the physical realm, if I can tell. Oh my god. Oh, if you have been having a question, I never saw this, like I never just wanted to read this part, but like this come here with the yes card. There's a yes card in the stack and the explanation is thousands of yeses. So if you have been thinking about something meanwhile, your answer is a big ass yes. Akasha here. So let me find this one quickly. Oh, okay, one more. Yes. So Akasha says that Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of the souls. Also, contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future and can tap into it anytime. While we have free will, there are also points on timeline of our lives that are predestined or prevalent. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. So it could be a company you choose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agree to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it's divinely guided and will not pass you by. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this is it. This card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take the note of your dreams, to notice any feelings and visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha and you are being given the go ahead to proceed. Beautiful and amazing and such powerful cards. Let's get to your last tarot card. As what are you bringing to the table, group number one? Okay, we have. I said one right. Okay, things are not going in my way. So, Two of Cups. You might also have learned to make peace with, how the universe is bringing you things. Maybe you resonate by being quite planned or wanted to control things around you, and you start learning from the hardest way that this is not how universe works. So now you might be approaching things with more of a humor. We have Two of Cups. We have Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Swords, another five. And a Ten of Swords. Okay, now I can see that why these cards basically come one after another. So Two of Cups is different from them. I'm going to take these three all together. So you are meant to unite with a specific soul in this lifetime. I'm feeling an energy of like being quite actually unique and untraditional because this is what you need, this is what your soul needs in this lifetime, and this is going to make you feel very, very happy. Leo might be very important actually for you. You might be like a sun, moon, or rising, or Venus at this time as well, or this like a Venus retrograde in Leo could be affecting you in a specific way if you just basically check where in which house the Leo is in your chart, so you might get a better understanding, or you can just watch the free videos in the YouTube as well, depending on your sun or rising sign, how this Venus retrograde is affecting you. So, but before, like, apart from all that, you are a hope. You literally bring hope to people, and everyone feels so understood in your presence. Like it's like they feel like they find a part of themselves in you. Does that make sense? I find part of myself in you. Like you can resonate with everyone. Like you make everyone feel so understood. Is the message that I'm getting. Also, I mentioned about you attract those souls who are going through hard times. Maybe those people have trust issues. You attract them because you had trust issues before. Like people were not being so honest, and people were hiding information, and they were feeling lost. They felt cloudy. There was like disappointments. And just seeing always the empty side of the glass, but couldn't be able to like acknowledge the fact that things might actually turn around in a positive direction at a point. So those people are drawn to you, and in your presence, they forget about those disappointments, even at the temporary moments. If they are really feeling so heavy, you give them very temporary releases. In your presence is a constant one, but after they remove themselves from your energy, they might still feel down if they couldn't be able to use these knowledge or energy for their favor, and turn their pain into the wisdom. Depending on their journey, some of them can do, some of them might not be able to do, but regardless, it's not your job to fix people. Regardless, your presence heals people. They forget their pain and struggles that they are going through, and you make people believe that they are good people in this world. I am getting a little bit teary. You just restore the trust in people. Oh, that's just amazing. Group number one. Thank you so much for like sharing your energy with me. Like you have an amazing energy. Thank you for your guides, and thank you for being in here. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate. Leave a comment down below if this is your reading, a blue heart, so that I can know that you resonated with this reading and you are here. And if you want to further down connect with me for personal reading, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this Cappadocia card postal, then this is going to be your reading. There's an additional card in here because I really didn't want to put it back. I'm going to take an extra card from the same deck, but this is also representing your energy, I believe, the paradise. It is you belong to paradise. Um, so the messages with your meditation was quite actually phenomenal and nice. I heard like, well, first of all, you bring balance into people's life, and second of all, your presence is magical. You are magical, and you bring magic into people's life. How do you bring magic? Is that I never got this kind of like a message before. Take it or not, but when people or if people make wishes around you, next to you, they come true. Like you're just like these specific trees, I forgot, that you can make a wish around. You can just basically like hang specific things like the papers that you write your wishes inside, etc., and then you can just basically attach it to one of the branches of the tree, and then they are going to come true. I feel like when especially people vocalize their wishes next to you without even realizing that they are basically stating their manifestations out into the world, out into the universe, your magical frequency makes it come true. And actually, the Cappadocia is quite like a magical looking place as well, especially if you don't go through the realities of how these like structures have been formed, or if we don't like basically take it into the very much of a reality. That's how these hot air balloons are basically like working, but only just look at or gaze at from afar. They look like a magical land, actually. And it has a lot of history as well. I believe that you have amazingly powerful ancestors. If you haven't already connecting with them, that's beautiful. But if you haven't been, then this is your sign to do that. So your energy is a magical and beautiful feminine energy. There is this like such a light feminine energy that I just want to flow right now. Like I have just like a tickles around my legs, and I feel like the air is just like flowing around me. So you literally slow down time and and make people forget about the issues that they have been focusing on. Not that because it is not important for them, it is just because they could be able to be present in the moment with you. Amazing. So I will get some archetype cards and start the reading. So what does group number 2 bring to table, Spirit? What does group number 2 bring to the table? We already have two, artist and avenger. So artist says that expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. That is kind of resonating with what I was just like mentioning, because this creative energy is more resonated with the feminine side. At the same time, this like a magical energy is also like calling me out for like with the artist, like it's very much going hand in hand with the artist, especially if this is something you're doing your living out of it, or basically doing it on the side, or just as a hobby. This is like where you're creating your magic. Like you might be also reaching out to people that you don't even know in person, but when they purchase the things, or when they like look at things that you have created, or being in the presence of it, or if someone has a gallery already, like this just basically focuses them, mounts them onto the present moment, and takes them to other dimensions. Like you are outwardly group number 2. Like I would like to meet with you. This is like so incredible energy. An Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on the behalf of the society or oneself. Some people might have not actually give you enough credit for being very rational and realistic. I guess that goes with that message of if you don't like think about, when I was just mentioning about the Cappadocia, I was just using words like if you don't put attention on the reality of how those structures have been formed, or if you don't focus attention on how those hot air balloons are just like working, or how those hot air balloons are working, but only just to focus on how amazing they are looking, how magical environment that they are just creating. So what I'm trying to say is that you know how to differentiate reality from the magic itself. However, you know the necessity of the magic and being present in the moment. So some people might not be able to actually differentiate that you are all, you are it. Just because you create this amazingly beautiful flowing energy and the magical energy does not mean that you cannot be as realistic as them. It doesn't mean that realism have to be pessimistic. So maybe you might be attracting all types of people, but I guess you're already in peace with it that it is people's their own perspective. If at all you are resonating with any kind of undermining energy around you, that is the only reason, because people are not used to having magic around them, so they cannot put their finger on, they cannot categorize you, and it just create some entity feelings in them. Like it's amazing. But at the same time, if they want to put their logic into the use, then they are a little bit speechless. And their ego might not like what they don't understand, what the mind doesn't understand. If that makes sense. Also, through your art and creations in whatever form or shape this is, I believe that you might be bringing justice somehow to the world, if that is making sense for you. I believe that people listen to you. Like, I was just also getting one message, I guess I didn't mention through the meditation that, oh my God, we have a card of peace. Yes. I was getting this message that you have inner and outer beauty, and your outer beauty is so dominant that people literally like stop and like can't take their eyes off you. So anything you say is going to be listened, because you have a magical beauty, literally, like your inner beauty is reflected upon your outer beauty. So in your presence you can make anyone listen to you. That might be one of the ways how the universe is literally utilizing you in a perfect catalyst, so that you can actually bring justice into the unjust situations. You can defend others. You might be even like around, you might be working around the area of flow as well. And basically you can defend one person or the society, or fight for the right for the masses as well. And you are equipped to do that. You, not only with your knowledge, not only with the channeling of the spirit that you're doing, but at the same time people are going to listen to you more than any other, just because they really want to. They have a positive bias against you. They want to hear what you're going to say, they want to look at you, and there's like a hypnotizing presence even. Wow. Oh wow. We have fear with the hunger. It came under the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So people are also afraid of what is inside of you. Like there is this Amazing duality in here, group number two. Please give it like a black heart under the comments if you're already resonating with this message until this point. So you have this amazing side, light and the dark feminine energy. It started with the light feminine energy more, but you can easily at any time tap into your dark feminine energy, and that is going to creep the shit out of people. I'm sorry for my language. This especially happens when you set your boundaries. And this happens when you start triggering things in people, especially while you're setting the boundaries. You're a combination of the both worlds. Like you are a mirror for people. Like how they treat you is what they're going to get. So if they are if they are operating from their authentic self and from their heart space, they're going to get the peace version of you. If they're operating from more of their shadow, then they're going to get the fearful version of you. I'm not going to interpret the fear card in a sense that this is what you're afraid of. You have your own fears within you, but you have been slaying your demons for a very long while already. So, oh my god, and this is an 11 card. It's a very spiritual number as well. Maybe you cannot be able to see that, but yeah. So that energy that you are exuding, that you are not afraid of things, is the energy that I'm getting, just because you have been slaying many of your demons. So you're not afraid of the dark. That also creeps people out who are not so much in peace with their shadow. It's just like I'm getting an energy that you come alive at the moon. You know, you are manifesting with the moon cycles, by the way, if you haven't already put attention on it yet. Let's get one card from here, but I got this card for the group number one. Maybe you have some message there. You are asked to detox, cleanse, and restore yourself like regularly, especially when you're around people, when you go out, is one thing. Also, make peace with your past. And this is the card one, number one. So you transmute people, you transform people because you do it within yourself. I'm more so associating this card with the fear in here. It just gives me the vibes that you turn pain into love and light and wisdom. This could be your weapon as well, like depending on the occasion, depending on the situation and the person you're dealing with or the group of people you're dealing with. But you are a spiritual warrior, group number two. Like the people are either afraid of you or they have utmost respect of you. And the people who have been mean towards you are just because we're not liking their own shadows reflected through you. Let's see. Protection, call back your power, cut the core soul retrieval. Haven't I mentioned with this card, detox yourself and cleanse your energy? So, and we have the eclipse in here. You have soul sisters and ancestors around you that are protecting you immensely. Please call upon them. Star sisters is also one thing that's coming towards me. If you have been resonating by being a star seed as well, you might have a reincarnation through that. So you are extremely powerful, group number two. You are asked to call back your power anytime you feel down. You are asked to cut cords. Through this reading, maybe if you haven't already feeling a little bit down or drained in the energy, you're asked to cut cords. Maybe right after this reading, you can find some meditations or frequencies to use it to get out of it. You are asked to call your energy back from any places or people who still has an access with without your permission. As your last cards, we have Ace of Cups in reverse, and one more to clarify the Ace of Cups in reverse. When you transform and transmute, when you know that the people are not for you anymore and they have been only there for a temporary time because there have been like soul lessons to learn, then you have no You have, like, there is nothing holding you back from moving on from these people. You don't have any codependent attachments to them. And some people cannot basically understand this or maybe take it personally, but it's only on them that I feel. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting cards that came in reverse about what are you bringing to the table. You bring the reality, you bring the harsh truths. You are being this mirror to people and you bring harsh truths to the people, the sides that they don't want to see, where they are stuck in their lives, where they have been trying to get the love out from other people, and they were giving the love that they so unconditionally want with conditional terms. If I can make the sentence again, okay. You are making people see where they have been feeling stuck and where they have been searching out for this unconditional love with all the conditional terms that they have been giving it for. You might have been attracting people who need a deep healing. That's why you learn to very much deassociate yourself when you realize that those people are only there for like learning their lessons and they're just going to leave. And I have been getting these kind of similar messages with group number one. That's why you might have some messages there if you want to go back. Yes. But group number two, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me by being in here. If you have already resonated with the reading, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. And you can leave a black heart in the comments below if you don't want to share your experiences, type your experiences. Just a black heart will be enough for me so that I know that you are here. And thank you so much for your guys and spirit. They were amazing messages. You are amazing. I hope you're aware of that. And if you want to further down connect with me, you can find my email address in the description box below for personal readings. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week. Hope to see you again and take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this card, which I give you my heart, then this is going to be your reading. I'm just hearing feeling like classy, so you might give that kind of like a vibe, a bit unique and very much like contented. Have their own stuff going on, independent. I what I heard with the and what I saw with the meditation was like a burning flame. It's just like you have a passion, maybe a specific passion that you're basically creating out, giving birth in this lifetime. And this is actually what you're bringing out to the table. What you are bringing out for the collective, actually, because I feel like that includes multiple people. It's not only like a romantic relationship, friendships, or family. It feels like a collective energy in here. Your effect is through the masses, group number three. And you have a style. You have a very unique style that you are asked to keep on going with that. And also, I guess the other energy I am picking up is that you are like this burning flame and a candlelight, depending on the occasion. If someone needs a very nice push, then you might be the burning flame in their soul to show them what they need to be actually doing it. Like, please, you have been doing it for like you have been withholding yourself for such a long while. It's time for you to take an action. If someone needs a little nice and gentle nudge, then you might be the guiding light and a little like a uh, match, yeah, light of a match in their life, basically to guide them, to show them where they can start. So, wow, it's like very actually wise energy. So when I was shuffling your cards and cleansing energies of the cards, a couple of cards fell out and I wanted to keep those two. And I'm going to start with the archetype card. So one of the cards that has fell out from this deck, archetype deck, and this is the Seeker card. So Seeker says that a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. You might love to travel. You might be a traveler and you might have an unconventional lifestyle as well. I'll get one more card. And you collect wisdom. Like you combine this wisdom that you find through reading and books versus the one that you acquired through basically experiencing it. So the other card is child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Oh my god, this is amazing energy. Like you are balancing the you are master manifestor group number 3 and you are balancing it out the knowledge and the experience with the manifestation. You might have been actually what is that? You might have been actually excelling about how to manifest and how to utilize energy, and you might have been learning and reading more about the quantum physics and anything that we cannot see beyond the veils. So you might have been actually gathering like scientific information and the spiritual knowledge and the experience, and you might have been finding the ones in between them. And however way you are connecting with the collective with the masses is actually how you are leaving your footprint in this lifetime. People are gonna follow you. People might wanna mimic you. They might have been trying that, but I guess it's so obvious that the energy does not sit with them. Your energy is unique. Like anyone who was trying to follow your energy is going to make it so obvious that it's going to feel a little bit like off for anyone who's reading, listening it, or in whatever way. So you have such a big impact in a very positive way to the masses. Love that. Let's see more. What are you bringing to the table, group number 3? What does group number 3 bring to the table, Spirit? I feel like I have to be nearly talking through your spirit to you. Okay, this is what I do as a channeling, but at the same time I feel like you are out of my reach, so your guides are more in my reach. So you might be actually doing a spiritual work or channeling for other people, so people don't know you, but your guides, your spirit, your higher self keeps reaching out to many people. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. And whoever people you are connecting, they given you their will is one thing in here. And this also tells me you're incredibly connected with the moon cycles. You are an incredible manifester. You hold the universe within you. You are an extremely confident person, and the confidence and your solar plexus chakra is the key and the magic for your manifestations. Actually, it is how you manifest that confidence. Okay. And we have balance. Haven't I mentioned something about balance before? We have we have moon cycles in here as well. Are you manifesting with the moon cycles like on a conscious level, group number 3? This is amazing. You might be already in the into the astrology, or you might be literally an astrologer. Is that the noun version of it? Yeah, sorry if that was got wrong, but you got me, hopefully. Your favorite season might be autumn, or autumn might be a quite significant time for you. Or if we are going to have like a full moon during the autumn, I mean, like we should, but like first or the third full moon during the autumn time is going to be quite significant for you, I guess, if you have been planning on expanding yourself. I would like to check out the will in this book. Decisions require action. You're in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. I guess people perceive you as such a determined person. Like you know what you want out for your life, and you know how to go out to get what you actually want out for the life. And like you can create anything out from the blue. If there have been people around you who know you from the early ages or childhood, basically, and know that previous version of you, if you have been, especially, let's say, born in a poverty, and now it is like your life has already transformed a 180 like a degree difference. Now they are like, how are they even doing it? Like they are a completely different person. Their energy is completely different. How they speak, how they walk, what they have, everything is different. Like how can I even do that? So people might be also like asking you for how to manifest. You might be giving tips around that. You might be a witch, you might be into the witchcraft. If you are not, your ancestors are definitely coming from a line of basically having mastered, being mastered the manifestation, even like through the herbs. If you are not into it already, is coming as one thing. You might be also, I'm jumping from one thing to another, sorry, but you might be also like changing your hair color here and there. And I guess spirit wants you to focus on like at what hair color that you feel most in yourself and powerful and confident. So this is the one that you might actually use more often whenever you want to just like manifest specific things in your life. Very much interesting messages. You help people realize their potential as one thing you're bringing out to the table through you. Like they see you and they're like, I want to have that. How can I do that? So you show people the possibilities that their mind cannot comprehend at the moment. You open their eyes, and this is an amazing gift. So we have three cards. My intention is one, but perfect. So everything in perfect balance. Oh my God. And we have balance. You balance. You balance out the. I have been mentioning it with the spiritual practices, the realities, and spiritual practices, realities uh, with the. I'm sorry. You have been balancing it, and you balance the practicalities of the life, maybe the scientific aspects, as I was mentioning before, with the spiritual experiences that you have been going through. And this card feels like more of like a confirmation right now, with everything is in balance, everything is in perfect balance, says that if you have doubts along the way of like, is this like my way? Am I going in the right direction? Should I be changing some things? Especially if you have been trying to manifest something and it hasn't come into fruition for a while, then this is actually like a confirmation from your spirit guides telling that everything is in a perfect balance, because you are in a perfect balance. Keep staying in your confidence zone, and we are going to give it just maybe in a slightly changed, like a tuned out version of your manifestation, but you're going to understand when you receive it that that was your manifestation. Feel loved and proud. Oh, that bird is so much like, very much loved in like his or her nest. You make people feel loved. And also, when you love people and you choose your circle very carefully, that I feel, you give them anything in your power to basically help them whenever it's needed. And your love is so unconditional and amazingly powerful, basically, that people feel basically so privileged to be chosen by you, that you are their friends, you are their lover, you are their like a family member, or you are doing what you're doing so that they can basically suck out all the information that you're sharing it out there, or all of your craft you're putting it out there. They feel so lucky that they knew you so that they can understand all the things that you're sharing with them. They feel so privileged in your presence. This is the message I'm getting from the crowd, basically. And the people that know you are also like feeling so proud of you, especially the one that they have saw your growth over the years. We have Let Love Grow. We have two cards come with the Loveria, and this is the 14 card that's up to 5. You might have a hard time to let people in, to open your heart, but like people want to. If you resonate with this message only, please take it. But people love to be there for you and help you, because you help them immensely, and they have this feeling like I want to be needed by them. You know, it's not for egotistical purposes, but it's coming from a very pure place of their heart that I feel. They just want to nurture you, but they feel that at times that, and I saw 1414 on the clock, that might be a confirmation. So whenever you see 1414, that might be actually a message from spirit to let your heart open. Oh my god, that card is 14. Yes, okay. I catch the yeah, frequency there, the synchronicity, yeah, okay. What was I saying? So yeah, whenever you receive 1414 or 1 or 4 like repetitive numbers, this is a sign from spirit for you to open your heart more and let more people in. Like, if you don't like hearing this message, then that might not be your message, or maybe there's a resistance created right now through this message. So the part of it might be true, or you might have been already doing this and working on it, that I feel. But people genuinely want to help you because they feel so loved and nurtured in your presence and understood, that they want to be able to do this well. And this creates actually a balance that we seek out for in life. So we can allow balance to come into our lives by allowing. So the first card that I kept that popped out says that trust your path. And it is, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this goes with the message that I was mentioning with the everything is in perfect balance, that if you have been doubting about something about your path, like are you on the right path, are you doing the correct things, like should you be changing your basically approach towards how you're manifesting, what you want from your life, is actually confirmation that you are on the right path. You don't need to change what you want, you don't need to change your manifestation, you don't need to change your ways. Just keep walking through the path you want, and that confidence I was mentioning is still the key towards your manifestations. Break the chain, ancestral patterns healing, rewriting the future. You are the one for your ancestors, that they are so much proud of yourself. What you bring out to the table is literally, you are healing your lineage. You're healing your upbringing as well. This is what you're bringing out to the table. You are healing masses with doing the healing work on yourself, group number 3. Let's get final tarot messages for you, group number 3. We have 4 of Cups. And one more for the clarity for 4 of Cups. Ooh, that was quick. We have Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. So you might have somehow resonated by being a black sheep in your family. And especially if you're having like healing the ancestral patterns, like this is actually one confirmation that why you might have been feeling in this way, because you cannot be the same in order to heal the issue. Uh, that doesn't have to be an issue, but like some unhealthy patterns. Um, what are you bringing out to the table is kind of like you're healing, like you are attracting your soul tribe if you haven't already done it yet, by basically differentiating who is meant for you and who is not meant for you. You might be quite skeptical when there is an opportunity for you that is going to be so fulfilling, especially if you have been looking out for this opportunity and have been manifesting this for a long while in your life. Um, you might be thinking that what is the catch? This feels like a specific message, so take it only if it resonates, but I'm getting the energy that there is no catch. Like, if there is any situation that you're finding yourself in, that you're not happy emotionally, you're not so contented, that maybe it will just fulfilling you at a while, but it's not fulfilling you anymore because your soul's needs are changed. That might also include other people in your life, that might even include family members. There is nothing wrong with your path. It is your path. You might have to leave some things behind, but things are not going to be abruptly taken away from you. Everything is going to go with your free will, with this will card in here. You are the lead. You are the main character in your own story. You always been and you will always be. And this is your choice to basically choose your happiness, if that makes sense. And I believe that whatever that choice is that you are making right now, you might be on the embarking of making a choice, is going to create an opportunity for you to have more and more impact on other people's lives. I just decided to take one more card. I said choice and I got the lovers. Exactly. This is a confirmation. I was like, really? Is this about a choice? It is. Yeah, it is. You might be even contemplating upon like leaving something behind, but there is going to be like a bigger, impactful, positive changes for everyone else involved. That might even include you maybe traveling, relocating, but trust your heart where it leads you. And we have too many hearts actually with the anatomical heart shapes in this craft tarot deck. So, oops. Yeah, trust your heart. This is definitely one thing that spirit is guiding you. But this is what I got for you, group number 3. If you have, like, thank you so much for resonating with me. If you have been resonating with me, my words are so crumbled. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me take it from the beginning. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me. I hope you resonated with these messages. And if you did, please give the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me to share with you more of these readings. And please leave a red heart in the comments down below so that I know that you resonated with this reading and hopefully it was helpful for you as well. And if you want to further down connect with me, you can find my email address in the description box below for personal readings. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your day and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.